Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Khoiriah Liska.N from Group 6, and I will explain about the importance of an accent. Before that, we must know first what is accent. Okay, accent is a distinctive mode of a pronunciation of a language, or another definition about accent. Accent is a manner of a pronunciation peculiar to a particular individual's nation or location. Uh, every speaker of English has a particular system, his or her own, known by linguists the as as the idealect. However, considering language only at the idealectical level might produce extremely draw and details description. So why accent is important? Because accent can show who we are and where we are from. Uh, Accent is a necessary and ideal, idealization, since the speaker will use precisely the same some system in precisely the same way, such as ours, psychical idiosyncrasies, different background and different preferences, and also different aspiration. So accent is clearly extremely important as one of the major tools we use in drawing inferences about our fellow humans, and in projecting particular images of ourselves. Standard accent should be described in just the same way as a non-standard one, as they provide just the same sort of a social and geographical information about their users. That is, although it is quite common for speaker as a standard accent, such as SSBE in the south of England. They claim that they have an accent. Other speakers and phonologists know different. Okay, I think that's all for my explanation and my material. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, now I want to explain about chapter 8, about variation about variation between events. And now I want continue explain about systemic differences. Okay, the first and the most obvious differences between events is the systemic type, and where a phoneme opposition is present in one variety but absent in another. Okay, consonantal example, the contrast between that is weak and for weak, for example, this is sound weak, this is weak. For example, will and one. For example, will and one. And the second, this is sound um. For example, may, marble, and some. Okay, next. Okay, this is sound a. This is long sound. Open little your mouth. This is a, and this is short sound. This is a. For example, trap, trap, and this is e, long. This is long sound, e, and this is short sound. This is e. For example, please, and the last, this is a, long sound. This is same for the first and the second. This is a, long sound, a, and this is short sound, a. For example, pace. Okay, next. Okay, this is this is long sound. This is this is short sound, this is and this is and For example, palm. Okay, and next, this is o. This is the same. This is short sound, and this is o. For example, lot. Okay, and next, this is o. This is o, long sound, and this is short sound. This is o, and this is o and o. For example, touch. Okay, touch. Okay, and the last, this is oo. This is a long sound, and this is short sound. This is oo, and this is oo. Oo and oo. For example, goose. Okay, sorry. For example, goose. Okay. I think enough. Thank you for your attention. The next presentation will be explained by Aisyah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, I'm Lasmi Utami. I'm from English Education 1 2018, and I'm from Group 6. Today, I will explain to you about realizational differences. Differences between accents are of two main types, phonetics and phonological. When two accents differ from each other only phonetically, we find the same system. It has number of phonemes in both accents, but some of the phonemes are realized differently. These are realizational differences. For example, vowel sound in cat or cat is realized as I in General American, as a in Yorkshire, and as a in New Zealand. Okay, next. Okay, then relate to details of articulation. For example, first, aspiration or non-aspiration of p, th, k, and second, environments in which aspiration is used, and the third, types of R. For the types of R, you can see in the next slide. Okay, for the first symbol, into the various ones that are represented on the phonological start from IPA. So the first of all, the one that probably is the most common one for people to use in the word red. Red. That would be tin turns R. So it's R that's turned upside down, and that's the one that represents the sound like red. And this R symbol is a proximant that happens right around the gum ridge behind the upper teeth. Okay, next, the second symbol. Well, a little way up from that under trill, you will see these R, so that would be r. As in Spanish, the word for dog being perro. So that trill R, that would be represented by this, and this is sometimes just used for the R. Overall, no matter how is it actually occurring. Next, for the third symbol, another one that I think is really important for you to recognize is this is one that looks like the sound R, but without the extra little stuck up. The side there, so without the sticking up there, this is tap or flap R. So this is the one that would be in Spanish word for for one R. So for the second R in Spanish for dog being perro, and for the second symbol is being perro. The second is 2R, and the third is just 1R. The second symbol is perro, and the third symbol is perro. And the fourth R symbol, or the last, occurs there. You also end up with some of the major R sounds that get used. You end up with this small cap R. So it's capital R. There is a little but smaller, and another trill. It occurs over here, so it's uvular. It occurs in the uvula, and this one that you may think of French or German are the grrr. It's in here, grrr. And it's almost a gravel R. Okay, next we will see the example relational differences between GA, General American, and SSBE, or Standard Southern British English. For the first word is hot. In American, is pronounced hot, and in British, is pronounced hot. Okay, for the next word is water. In American, is pronounced water, and in British, is pronounced water. You get the differences, right? And for the last example is can. In American, is pronounced can, and in British, is pronounced can. In American is can, in British is can. So that's all about relational differences. I think that's all. Thank you. Sorry for making mistake, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aisyah Agustriani and I'm from Group 6. And for today, I would like to continue the material from my friends. And my material will be about distributional differences. So let's just get started. Distributional differences fall into two subclasses. The first subclass is differences in lexical incidency. Certain individual lexical item will simply have one vowel phoneme in some accents and another in others. For example, in British English. British English speakers are quick to comment on American ow in root or in lever. Americans find British English in root and in lever equally odd. To make it more easier to understand, I will play the audio for you. So this is the way how American accents say ow in root.
Ow, ow,
Ow, ow.
root, root,
Root, root.
eh, 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 lever, lever,
Lever, lever. And this is the way how British accents say root and lever.
root,
Root,
root, root, lever, lever, lever,
and lever, lever, lever. So it's like silent R, lever. The second subclass is a differences in the distributional of two phonemes. So a differences in the distributional of two phonemes may depend on the phonological context rather than having to be learned as an idiosyncrasy of individual lexical items. For instance, in GA or General American, there is a few productive descriptions on the consonant y when it occurs before whereas in most British English, y surface in
muse,
muse,
use,
use,
fuse,
fuse,
few,
few,
duke,
duke,
tube, tube,
tube, tube,
new,
new,
assume,
and assume, assume. In GA, it appears only in the first four examples. So it's in muse, use, fuse, and few, where the U vowel is preceded by an alveolar consonant. And the next, vowels follow the same patterns. For instance, schwa, or an unstressed mid-central vowel, and the second, tense or long vowels, and the last is lax vowels, which means short vowels. In English, schwa is only available in unstressed positions. For example, in about, further, and later. But in NZE or New Zealand, its range is wider, since it appears also in stressed syllables. So it's different. When in English, it's only available in unstressed, but in New Zealand, it also available in stressed syllable. And for the tense or long vowels, in Tennessee English or double SE, Scotland English, and GA or General English, and NZE or New Zealand, happy have a tense E vowel in the second unstressed syllable. So it's become happy, happy. And for the last vowel or short vowels in SSBE, short segment direct usages, only next vowel are formed in unstressed level, so that E appears in happy instead. And for the next, it's about defining how accents differ. In defining how accents differ, must consider all three types of variations. The first variation is systematical differences. The second is realizational differences, and the last, distributional differences. Systemic and realizational differences already explained by my friends, only for the reminder, okay? Systematic differences means difference in the sound system, difference in the sets, number and variety, or phoneme and contrasting oppositions, minimal pairs in each accent. So it means changing sounds same as change the meaning of a word. And the second about realizational differences, or differences in the realizational of certain phonemes. Part of the system of phonemes may be same for two or more accents, but the realization of the phoneme or set of phonemes will vary. And the last is distributional differences. Distributional differences arise where two accents have the same set of phoneme, but there is a differences in the distributions of one or several phonemes. The distributions of a phoneme refers to environment in which it may typically occurs. So for example, in the way how people say either or either, right? Either. So in American accents, they say either, but in British accent they say either. That's just the other example, because I already gave you the example from the audio before. Okay, that's all for my presentation. I'm truly sorry for all my mistakes. Let's say